Welcome to LC Screen Talk. My name is Larry, and this is my review of London Has Fallen. So London Has Fallen is a sequel to Olympus Has Fallen, which came out a couple years back, right around the same time as a very similar film, White House Down, came back. Luckily, Olympus Has Fallen was the better of those two films by a pretty wide margin, in my opinion. So I'm not entirely disappointed to see a sequel here. I actually was kind of excited. I had a ton of fun with the first one, thought it was well made, and it was just a good time at the movies. So I was just hoping that the sequel would provide the same. And on many levels, it did. It accomplished that goal. It's an action-packed film that really has you entertained and on the edge of your seat, ready to see what's coming next. Loving these explosions, loving these action sequences, all of that is done extremely well. The cast all does a solid job. A lot of them seem to just be playing themselves in London, but they do well. They don't detract from the movie. Nobody's performance was poor by any means, and at least they gave the villain an actual motivation that we could understand and we could get behind. And really that villain motivation to start made me think this was going to be a well-balanced, fun action blockbuster. Unfortunately, this is where we get into the many negatives of the film, because it is not a balanced film in any means. It is very much a Go America kind of film. It borders on, USA propaganda. There's nothing wrong with inserting American pride and pride for your country and for your nation and for your culture into film. Often it's actually celebrated. But when it comes to this level that London Has Fallen gets to, it's just too much. You need to pull in those reins. We don't need to have it shoved in our faces. We understand the American pride. It's already seeping through the veins of this film from concept. So no need for all of that, please. And it's made all the more obvious because, we're focusing on the United States president amongst a terrorist attack that happens in London. Yet, that prime minister, their story is explained, but really no other world leaders are given much to do. They're not given much screen time, and they're kind of just dismissed right off the bat. In addition, it was also extremely disappointing to see all of the terrorists were Middle Eastern yet again. I was hoping that maybe Hollywood had gotten past this point already. We could have any other descent be the terrorists bombing away, and nope, we're still here. And I really think that helped aid the whole American propaganda feeling to the film. And I just wish that they had just made a diverse terrorist group. Or, at the very least, we need to have some more Middle Eastern actors playing role models or playing heroes in these type of films, because all we ever see are Middle Easterns portrayed as terrorists. And that's just extremely disappointing from Hollywood. The whole race problem is at a peak, it seems, at the moment. It's just story after story. The Oscars got the Egypt, everything. And then this movie really doesn't help the situation. But outside of that propaganda and the whole terrorist, racist issue, the movie is a lot of fun. And if it had just steered clear of going that far and making this much of a point of being pro-USA, it would have been a great experience. The CGI could have used several more looks over because plenty of those explosions just looked terrible, in my opinion. But it still would have been okay, because if it had just allowed itself, like the first one did, to just be a fun, dumb, blockbuster action film, that's exactly what it could have been. It just did itself a huge disservice. So overall, London Has Fallen was okay, but definitely a step down from the first one, which is a good film. So I say, wait for this one to come out on rental or video on demand, because this one is definitely not quite worth your time and money to see it on the big screen. So that has been my review of London Has Fallen. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead, click like down below and subscribe to the channel so you are always up to date on our latest videos. Also, join in on the discussion. Are you excited for London Has Fallen? And what did you think of Olympus Has Fallen? Let me know either in the comment section, down below, or hit me up on Twitter. I love you all so much for your support. Mwah! Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!